Char Margolis, Char Communications Incorporated, and Char Vision LLC do not endorse or offer for any purpose but entertainment the views of any guest or other expert on Char Vision or UBN.
I knew things before they happened from the time I was a child. At the age of 8, I saw a spirit at the foot of my bed and didn't know what it was. And in my 20s, I finally realized I had a special ability that could help others. I have learned that love never dies. There is a spirit world that can communicate with us, and we all have the gift of intuition. Join me, and together we will explore the possibilities of the unknown from beyond and more. This is Char Vision.
Hi, everybody. It's Sunny, Margolis, and Char, and Uncle Tony. Hi, Uncle Tony.
Hello. It's the Halloween season.
Wait, you broke up.
I said hello. It's the Halloween season.
Oh my God, you sound like a possessed person. Don't do that. Oh my God. Don't you tell Uncle Tony. You say, stop it. That's not very good.
Did I scare you, Sonny?
Yes. So today's October 6th, 2023, and the leaves are changing in the Midwest, and it looks so beautiful outside. And I think the deer are going to start rutting soon. I think they're already doing it, like they're hooking horns. So we don't have a Speaker of the House.
I know.
I can't even go there. I don't even want to talk about politics. I don't even want to talk about how screwed up everything is, but it's really screwed up. But I do want to talk about, we're going to ask people today, I have my phones right now. We're going to ask people today what sign their deceased loved ones show them. Like, some people see butterflies, some people drop feathers, some people get dimes. So Sue Coaster said, my mom sends me quarters and my husband sends flocks of sparrows and cardinals. I think he also messes with my electronics. So Kimberly Rose, hi Kimberly, she's in my Patreon group, my friend. They send her butterflies. And Danielle Spalletti says, I know my grandmother's around me when suddenly I will smell the scent of her perfume, a very, very distinct smell. Estee Lauder Youth Dew. Her birthday was July 26th, and I see the number 726 often on license plates. Even when I look at my phone randomly and I'll see it's 726. I know she's around. She will always visit me in my dreams very often, usually assuring me that whatever it is I'm worried about is going to end up working out. Excuse me. When I was a young girl, when I was a young girl around 13 years old, in the middle of the night, I woke up to a very, very bright light at my window, which appeared to have the silhouette of the Blessed Virgin Mother Mary's blue and white veil at the center of the light. And I just knew it was her. Wow, Danielle, that's a great story. And Ivy Grossman Abrams says, my father shows me a sign on the clock daily. I'm in the queue, but forgot to mention that. Oh, she's in the queue probably for us, for tonight, right?
It probably is. That is cool.
And Philip Cruz, who's also in my Patreon and who's a loyal Char Vision viewer, says, my dad makes an under kitchen cabinet plastic light cover fall. Okay, an under kitchen cabinet plastic light cover fall on the countertop right where I make my coffee. He lets me know he's here with me. Aw. And Kathy Wentworth says, oh, this will be the night. She wants to be read. Okay. Ella Holly says specific song on the radio. Danielle says butterflies. Collect Smith says red lipstick. That's interesting. I wonder what that is a sign for who? Her mother or somebody? Probably a woman. Unless it's a drag queen. Red lipstick. White butterflies, Kathy Wentworth says. Sylvia. Oh, this Sylvia Gravik. She's a longtime listener. Says Aunt Sylvia sends butterflies, birds, and feathers. Char, she showed you feathers. Oh, when I read for her, she showed me feathers, which was very nice of Aunt Sylvia. From my pretty mom, white feathers would appear in my new home. Also was finding pennies outside near my new home. Well, that's good. That's from Abby Phillips. And Philip Cruz says, I'm ready. Explanation, explanation, explanation. I'll be watching here on Facebook. Well, thank you, Philip. He's always very loyal. And we really have some great loyal listeners and viewers of Char Vision. So I appreciate that. And so Tony, what sign do you get? I don't think we've ever talked about this.
I don't know if sometimes I get so busy and wrapped up in my own little world, I don't notice as much, but I know you told me butterflies, when my mother passed away.
Oh, for your mama.
Yeah. And so sometimes I do, when I go hiking, I'll get a random butterfly that like flies around me. So I'm assuming that's probably mama, but I find pennies and dimes and nickels all the time.
And then when you see it, you think, oh,
I just say thank you, angel. I don't really know.
Thank you, angel. Okay, so those are your angels leaving you signs. So I have a spirit guide that I figured out was my spirit guide probably 50 years ago.
Oh, wow.
And it's a Native American named White Feather. And I actually have a picture of what he looks like at the retreat house.
Oh, wow.
And I'll bring it in one day.
Yeah, I want to see it.
Yeah, he's very cool. I think he's Apache. So anyway, after I knew that, I found a white feather every single day. Every single day I would find a white feather. So then I get on TV and whenever I was on with Regis, I would find a white feather and he would talk about it on the air. Regis Philbin.
Wow.
And so one day, Regis and I went to lunch in New York after I did the show. And it was a snowstorm. And the snow was flying all over and it was freezing. And we were crossing a street and he was so sweet because there was a truck driver at the light and we were crossing at the green light and the truck driver was we were crossing in front of him. And Regis loved to talk to everybody. So he was kibitzing with the truck driver. The truck driver rolled his window down and was talking to him. It was so sweet. And then while we're standing there getting ready to walk across the street, a white feather flew right in front of us in a snowstorm.
Oh my gosh, no way.
Yeah, I swear to God.
What did he say?
He was very supportive.
That's
he
great,
was
man.
so truly supportive of the whole thing. And, I had been on TV with him since AM Los Angeles in Los Angeles. And then he went to New York. He was on with AM Los Angeles with Cindy Garvey, and I forgot who else was a co-host. Then he went to New York and did the local station at WABC in New York, and I was on that. And then he moved to he had a brief moment for 6 months at an NBC show with Brandon Tartikoff was the head of NBC at the time, and then went to ABC and did Live with Regis and Kelly. No, Live with Regis and Kathy Lee. So I actually have been in that studio on probably longer than most people
That's pretty cool.
because I've been doing it forever. I've been blessed to still be asked to be a guest. So as long as I'm sharing my work and I'm helping people, I'm happy.
That's pretty cool. I love the
It's very cool
stories.
because it's my purpose. And so when you know what your purpose is, it brings peace to your soul. Well, it brings peace to my soul anyway.
And we hope
And
everybody can find their purpose.
yeah, not everybody, some people will come, they'll have their reading and they'll go, well, what's my purpose? And I'll go, some people's purpose is just to live your life and be with the people who are in your life and
Hmm.
complete your karma with them.
Do you believe
Or
not everybody? Because I think a lot of people feel like they have to do something huge and
huge and gigantic, and that's not true.
yeah.
Because it's not always the huge, and most of the time, it's not the huge and gigantic things that are important.
I
It's
mean,
the little
yeah.
things of completing relationships and learning from, life is our school and learning from our lessons from our relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Or saving a little dog from the street, a stray dog, like stop what you're doing and go save the dog from getting killed.
Just real quick, the other day we had Snoop Dogg's dad was in the studio, and such a down to earth, just the
Wow.
nicest guy. And that's when it reminds me, not sometimes your purpose was to give birth to somebody else that makes the world a better place.
Wow. Did you rescue him, Snoop Dogg? Okay, that wasn't funny. But
I had
that's
a
so cool.
right, right. I thought that was cool.
Hmm.
But yeah, he was just
How
a
old
nice
is Dad?
72, I think.
That's so cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nice
Why
guy.
was he in the studio?
He was a guest on somebody's show.
How nice.
They call him what they call him? Papa Snoop.
That's so sweet.
Yeah. So
Wow.
well, I thought that was
Wow.
pretty cool.
UBN's getting up in the world, Tony. You're getting up in the world.
Hey.
Excuse me. Boy, remember when we used to be at the other studio
Uh-huh. I do. I do.
where Lucille Ball did her show? Wasn't it Lucille Ball? I can't remember.
I don't know. She was across the street, but Golden Girls,
Oh, Golden Girls, right.
Bewitched, all kinds of, I mean, amazing shows that were filmed there. So.
Yeah, it felt really kind of haunted in there too, didn't
Oh,
it?
for sure. No, there was definitely spirits. Remember that one time on camera when I was editing afterwards?
Right.
Remember I saw an orb go past on your screen?
Oh, right, you did.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the offices upstairs were,
Shonda Rhimes.
well, pardon?
That was Shonda Rhimes above us.
Yeah, Shonda Rhimes was upstairs. Is she still there?
No, Netflix took over pretty much the whole complex.
Oh,
So,
wow.
yeah, she even moved
Well,
out.
personally, I really like your studio now.
I love it here. I love it here. It's a better energy.
Yeah, it's a great studio. I remember when I came to meet you there.
Yeah,
Do you
I
remember
do.
when you
Before
were
we even
first
picked it.
looking at it?
Or was it? I think we just got it or something like that or
Yeah, I think maybe you first got it or you're just looking at it. Yeah.
something. But yeah.
It was fresh and new and it's so nice.
I still love it after going on 5 years.
Wow, has it been 5 years already?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think February is our 5th, and then will be our 6th starting next year.
And it's a great neighborhood.
Beautiful. It's Toluca Lake.
Yeah, it's beautiful. But, Warner Brothers is just around the corner, right?
Oh yeah, no, I see all the strikers.
Oh, they're striking.
Yeah, the writers they come to an agreement, but the actors are still striking. So
Oh, thank goodness. Wow.
so I hope
I know that the writers came to terms, but the actors aren't coming to terms with anything yet. So
no, it's not. It doesn't sound like it's even close yet. So hopefully they'll come and make an agreement so people can get
But
back to
there's
work.
like so many people who like aren't making money. I'm
Oh,
not
no.
paying their bills.
Oh, yeah, a lot of people. I know a lot of people that are really struggling because of it.
Well, especially the writers were,
Mm-hmm.
but the actors, I'm sure, are as well. It's like here in Detroit, I think we talked about this last week, like the UAW, the
Oh,
auto
yeah.
workers are on strike.
Yeah. And I saw somebody. Who else I saw? Oh, Kaiser is going on
Yeah,
strike.
Kaiser Permanente. Yeah.
Bunch of people.
The I don't know if it's I don't think it's the nurses. I think it's the other people that work in the that do other things like
It's like, yeah, I don't know.
cleaning or
Oh,
something.
okay.
Yeah, Kaiser, they're on strike as well. Well, people deserve to be
A living wage.
compensated for their hard work.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
And they're talking about, these executives who make $40 million and they're barely making 25,000 or 30,000 a year.
Which is, it's almost anywhere. 25,000 in the Midwest used to be like really good. Now it's like you can't even live on it anymore.
No, and it's almost impossible to buy houses now
Oh my gosh.
because the interest rate is so high for mortgages.
I gave up out here because it's just, it's so expensive. So expensive.
And rent is ridiculous.
Yeah, because there's a lack of, because everybody's given up on homes and they're going to apartments, so they're running out of apartments, so it's jacking up their prices too.
Well, you gave up you'll get a house.
Well, just for now. Yeah.
You will. You guys will. But that's frustrating.
Yeah, but it gives us more time to save some more, and we're not devastated on it. It just means more expenses.
Yeah, and you'll keep doing well with your work and stuff. So,
And Will's starting in a week and a half to get his master's. I'm excited for him.
wow, congratulations.
Yes, he's
That's great.
yeah, he's so smart. I'm smart in a different way. I'm not a book smart person.
Well, you're gifted. You're gifted.
Oh, thank you.
You're very intuitive. I feel really sad. My friend called me to tell me that her friend, I guess it's at Lake Arrowhead,
Right?
was shot.
Oh,
Because she had a banner for the banner for the gays in her business.
they shot her because of that?
Yeah, it was all over the news. It was even on the news
Wow.
here.
In California?
Yep. It was, I think it was Arrowhead or
Wow.
what's the other place up there?
Oh.
What's next to Arrowhead? Somewhere up there.
Big Bear.
Big Bear. It might be Big Bear. And she was just supporting the gay community. She had the different color flag, the rainbow.
Wow. It's not worth it, people.
Horrible.
Yeah.
I mean, you never think up in Big Bear or Arrowhead
I know.
like
At all.
that would happen.
Wow.
Too much hate in the world.
It is.
But there's also a lot of love.
We gotta love each other.
Yeah, people need to stick together and think about their karma.
Mm-hmm.
Because what goes around comes around.
Because sometimes that karma comes back and hits hard.
It really gets rid of people.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
I've lived to see it. So it's important to wake up every day and thank your lucky stars. Sonny, what are you doing? Do you not have? I,
So you
do you,
can't get
does
comfortable.
your tummy hurt you? Is your tummy hurting you? Oh, so do you think we should take a caller? Oh, yeah, let's take a caller because I'd like to know what people are thinking about, what signs they get from their loved ones.
Perfect. Let's do it.
Okay.
Okay. Let's go 626. I think that's a local number. So
Okay.
626, you're on the air.
Hello, is this Char?
This is Shar. Who is this?
Hi, Char. This is Suzanne.
Hi, Suzanne. How are you?
I'm great now that you got me on the line.
Well, that's thanks to
Thank you
Tony.
so much.
Thanks to
Yes, thank you,
Tony.
Tony.
You're
Um,
welcome.
so where do you live in California?
Yes, I do.
Where do you live?
I I live in Covina.
In Covina. Okay, that's great.
Yes.
Um, and
Yeah.
what sign do you get from your loved ones, or do you know what the signs are that you get from your deceased loved ones?
I get so many of them, and I just don't know who they are or how to interpret them because
Well,
I
usually, if
don't
you're,
live like in a
go ahead.
I was gonna say I don't live in a rural area.
Right.
But it's so crazy because the craziest animals come and I take pictures because I'm like, and birds and things. And I'm like, there's no way anybody would ever believe me. They're going to say I'm
Wow.
crazy. But
Wow.
it's so crazy because like one night I was in the kitchen and there was a moth on my window in the kitchen. So I'm like, oh, let me get my camera. No one's going to believe me. So I opened my front door and I looked down and there was a salamander right there, just standing there.
Wow.
And I'm like,
Well,
well, what are you going to do? Who are you? What are you doing? And
and
it stood there.
and
It wasn't
but
scaring
you
them or
felt like it
anything.
was a sign from a spirit, right?
I think so because I get like bees on my car. I get these weird like I had this like one day I couldn't believe my eyes. It looked like a hummingbird, but it looked like a bee. And I was
Oh,
like,
wow.
I
Hey, Tony,
didn't get
can
it.
you
I
put
know I
the
didn't get the picture.
one second, Tony, can you put the volume up a little bit more with her?
Let me see
Oh,
what I
I'm
can
sorry.
do.
It's probably my volume too.
Oh, you think so?
It could be my volume. I had it a
There you
little bit
go.
lowered because I had my AirPods on.
There you go.
Oh,
That's
maybe
better.
you can like speak louder so people can hear you better.
Yeah, that's much better.
Okay, it sounds like I'm yelling. It sounds
No,
like
you're
I'm
not
talking
yelling.
really
You're doing
loud.
great. So
Okay. Oh,
usually
great.
it's Suzanne, right?
Yes.
Okay, usually it's your first feeling of what you get, your first gut feeling, like you see, a butterfly, go, oh, that's my mom.
Yeah,
Or
I see so many butterflies. That's the thing. Like I'm outside and there's this brown one that comes every year and I even see it at different places. And it's like an unusual. I had never seen like a brown butterfly in my whole life. And then
oh wow.
all of a sudden, probably like 5 years ago or more, I was in my backyard. I'm like, oh my God, I would take pictures of it. It was so weird. At first, I thought it was black, and then it landed on a leaf and it opened its wings, and it was so beautiful. It had like a brown, like a light tan edging, border around its
Right.
wings. And I was like, oh my God,
And
I swear, it's like I feel
okay,
crazy that
so
I see these
what
things.
was your first thought? Did you think, oh, that's my guardian angel, that's my spirit guide, that's my loved one, deceased loved one? What was your first thought?
Hmm. I don't. You know what? I don't know. I kind of think it's my Uncle Mondo. I don't know
There
why,
you go.
but
That's what it is. That's what it is because
okay.
people need to give themselves more credit of their connection
Mm-hmm.
with the spirit world. They think they need to talk to me to figure out who's there and what's going on. But love is the bridge that
Right.
connects to the other side. And so
Mm-hmm.
your first gut feeling was that, oh, it's my Uncle Mondo.
Mm-hmm.
It's that
Yeah, it
simple.
just seems so odd. Yeah. But I mean, there's just so many other ones. I'm like, who is it? There's white, there's yellow. I get swallowtails. There's like a caterpillar in my plants. I'm just like, I take pictures of these things because I don't think anybody would ever believe me. I was taking my son's dog out. I walk him. I always have him most of the time. So I always take him in the park. And as soon as I got out, I got onto the sidewalk and we kind of like stumbled into something. And it was like, I wasn't paying attention or something, but the dog like stopped right away. And then I looked, and right in front of us, it was like a bird. It was a bird. I think it probably was injured, or I don't know, but it's just so crazy, these things that I always get these animals. I find, and then when I walk them, I find green feathers. I've never found a green feather before.
That's so. So when did you find a green feather?
That
green feather. Green. You know, there are those wild parakeets, or not parakeets. There's those wild.
We have parrots here. We do.
Yeah.
And
there's
so
wild parrots
and everything.
in LA.
Yes, they're those. And so I did find one. It was so pretty though. It was like white, and it was very light green. And so maybe it was on a different part of the body. But then a few days later, I found another one, and it was like a long one, and it was black and then a dark green. So I find these.
Wait. So that's more than coincidence. So there must be a spirit guide or somebody trying to make themselves known to you. That's the green feather. That's what I think. That's what I think.
Interesting. Okay.
And
so, I trust you because I'm like, I need to tell somebody. Tell me what it is.
So, I want to know if there's anyone who's like a Robert or Roberto or R. Or
we
R.
did have a Robert.
Who is that?
Actually, we called him Uncle Bob. That was my brother-in-law. His he was so my husband's uncle through marriage.
I feel like
he was a very good friend of the family.
I feel like his spirit's around. I feel like
that's funny you say that, because there's a white cat that comes, and I call it Uncle Bob.
There you go.
I don't know why I did.
There you go. See,
that's
your own. That's your own intuitive feelings. That's your own. You know, why would you even call the cat Uncle Bob?
I don't know, because it was it's a white cat. Not completely white, but it's like white, and Uncle Bob was white, and we're like Mexican, and every year we do make tamales every year, and so every year he's there, we have our crew, and it's like, and what happened is we made tamales one year, and
do you make them for New Year's
and passed.
Pardon?
Christmas. We make them for Christmas.
I was going to say for Christmas. Right.
Yes. Every year. It's a tradition. It was actually my mother-in-law. She used to do it every year. And so my boyfriend wanted to carry on her tradition. And so then I'm the one that does it all the time now. But my whole family does it. And it's like really a really nice thing. That's
special.
Like the gift.
So you get signs all the time that you're being watched over in there with you. That's beautiful.
That's crazy. Yeah, I just wonder, like, who are all these things?
Yeah. Do you know Rosa?
I'm wondering, could that be like a middle name?
Yeah, it could be a middle name.
Or a last name, because
it could be a Rose.
My
grandmother, last name.
My grandmother.
Yeah, her spirit.
My grandmother that I never met. Her name was Maria, I think.
I was gonna say Marie. I was gonna say Marie. I was gonna say Marie Rose or Rosa. She's definitely with you as well. You have a lot.
I kind of wonder, let me tell you, this is the craziest thing. So I never really talked about my grandmother or anything. Nobody ever did. And one day, so my dad's living with my cousin now, and she's taking care of him. And one day she stopped at her mom's, and she showed her a picture of me and my dad. And she said, "Oh my God, that looks like my mom." And so anyway, my cousin sent me the picture, and I was like, who is that? And then she goes, it's your grandmother. And I said, oh my God, I it looks like me. And I'm like, how
Wow.
come nobody ever told me? Because I have sent that picture to people. And I said, oh,
Wow.
what do you think this looks like? Like to my sister, my mom, and they guess it right away, even
That's
my boyfriend.
amazing.
And I'm like, that is crazy. I'm like, why didn't anybody tell me? Or I don't know. Why would they keep that from me? It's so strange.
Well, you eventually you found out. Well, thank you so much for
Yeah,
calling
like
in.
I'm almost like, well, thank you so much for taking my
I
call,
love all
and
your
I just love
stories.
your
And by
show.
the way, I really
Thank you.
like your boyfriend. I think he's a good man.
Well, thank you. God bless you. You take
Yeah,
care.
you take care too. God bless you
Hope
as
to
well.
talk to you soon.
All the
Okay,
best.
bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Wow. She gets a lot of signs. You know, Tony,
Yes, ma'am.
I have clients, and she reminds me of them, who have no one to talk to about their spiritual experiences. They have no
Yeah.
one to talk to say, oh yeah, and I saw an orb in the picture, or I woke up, I had a vivid dream of my grandmother and she gave me a message,
Wow.
and did you hear how excited she
Oh no,
was
she was for
about,
sure.
and I said, Robert, and she said, yeah, it was Bob, and that I call the cat Uncle Bob, and that's very psychic of her to do that. And so I love the fact that this show, Char Vision, is a place where people can gather and talk about these spiritual experiences where they really have no one else to talk to about it.
Right? No, I agree. And you can tell, you could tell her excitement.
She
So,
was adorable. Really, really good. Okay, let's get another caller.
all right. 216, I think Cleveland, maybe?
Yeah, I was going to say that's Cleveland.
You're on the air.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Yay. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. What's your name?
This is Denise.
Hi, Denise.
I'm the one who had cancer, and you had me on because everybody prayed for me. Remember?
Oh,
It was
Denise.
a little while ago. Yeah.
And you're all better.
I'm still cancer-free.
Yay!
We don't know why. Just them. I've had it 3 times.
Wow.
God don't want me yet.
God bless you. No, it's not your time to go.
Yeah.
Were you one of the, did you call in during COVID, when was it? Do you remember?
I might have. I think it's been a while since I've called in. I listened to the show, but
Well, thank you so much for calling in.
there's a lot of people. Oh, yeah.
Wow, Denise.
I got a real exciting sign. What? Go ahead. What were you going to say?
I want to hear your sign, but we're so happy you're doing well.
Okay.
And that you feel well. What's your sign?
Oh, me too. Well, they always say ask for something, so it's your sign. So I used to drive through, we have a park system close by, and I say, oh, let me see an eagle. So
Oh, wow.
it was like months, and I wasn't paying attention. I asked for it, and then I don't pay attention. So one day I says, what happened to my eagle? So driving home that night, I'm parked at the light, and the car in front of me, their license plate had an eagle, and it was EGLE.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that amazing?
That's a sign. So do you feel that your spirit guide's name is something eagle?
No, I think it's my husband, because he's the only one I was devastated after he died. So I just kind of always talking to him.
You feel like it's his spirit.
Yeah.
That's amazing. What a blessing.
And the one time we were having a group reading with you, there was 3 of us.
Mm-hmm.
And you were talking with the other lady first, the first lady, and you stopped and you said, I have to stop because there's a William here who says, enough with her, tell my wife I love her. And it was my husband.
Oh, God bless William. So I'm sure William's spirit is here as well. I think
Oh yeah.
he's also talking about Joseph or John. I don't know who, or James, a J. Who is that?
Well, John is my old boss,
John's your old boss. Okay. Are you still, are
and
you
Joseph is my daughter's fiance.
okay? I
So
think he's talking about that he knows, is that his daughter as well?
yes,
I think he knows
his
about Joseph.
princess.
I think
You
he
know,
knows.
he's a psychic, but he's fighting it. So Bill comes through, but Joe, it upsets him, but he's got it real strong.
Yeah, so I think he's trying to validate the fact that he wants you to know about Joseph and the engagement.
Hmm.
Do they not have a date yet? Do they not have a date?
No, they've been engaged forever.
Yeah,
You know,
that's what
one of those.
I'm seeing. They may stay engaged for a long time. But that's
Yeah, it
okay.
might be one of those where.
They're still gonna stay together.
Yeah. Oh, good. He
There's
happy with them?
but you're in a house, correct? You live in a house.
Yes. Yes.
Think there some work needed on the house?
Yes.
Does Joseph know how to fix things or do things? I feel like there's I feel like William's saying there's still some work needed to be on the house.
Yeah.
What is it? Is it
There's like, painting and yard work, and I've been trying to do most of it myself, and it's killing me. So,
okay, but you
um,
got to be careful. Don't go on the roof though.
no,
Who
I won't do that.
who gets the leaves off the roof?
Nobody. It just blows off.
They
It's
just
a
blow
real
off on
tall
their own.
house. So
Okay, that's good.
yeah, I don't go up there.
That's good. But
I
but
do everything else, but
do you get a lot of leaves?
yeah, weeds, bushes.
Leaves? You get a lot of
Trees.
leaves.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, leaves. Yeah.
he's saying
Lots
to
of
be
leaves.
careful of slipping on the wet leaves. Is it raining there right now?
I don't know if it is now, but it has been a lot. So we get
Yeah,
a lot of rain in Cleveland.
he's saying to be careful of slipping on the wet leaves.
Okay.
Yeah, but he watches over you. And if he's the eagle and he showed you eagles, that's amazing.
And that's something. That's I mean there's been other things that have been like really dramatic, but that's one that you just can't refute that, It's so
Right.
obvious.
Yeah, but a lot
There
of
was
go ahead. Finish
I
your
was just going to say there was another one, but I didn't want to
What?
interrupt you.
No. What is it? Tell me.
Well, I was working outside in the yard. This was like the year after he died, and I was praying, and my dogs were on the other side of the fence, and they always were watching me. And all of a sudden, the neighbor's car alarm went off, and the dog started barking viciously, like somebody was standing behind me, but there was no one there. And then
Wow.
within a few minutes, they ran off. The one ran off, got a toy, and brought it back. This is what they do. Like when you come home, they would bring you a toy.
Aw.
So I think that they saw him.
Absolutely. They were bringing him as their toy.
Yeah, and there was no reason for the car alarm to go off. No one was there.
That's amazing. See, spirits really do work with, energy and electricity, and doorbells, I've had doorbells ring
Yeah, he's done that a couple
and
times.
alarms go off. That's crazy. That's him. That's William. You're never alone. And
Can we ask him something? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I was just going to say one
Just
day.
wondered if.
Mhm.
No, go on. I keep
I was just
interrupting you,
going
and
to
I get
say,
mad when other people do it. So go.
I was just going to say one day when it's your turn to cross over, he'll be there waiting for you. What's your question?
Are the babies there? The miscarriage babies.
Were there two?
My
or
daughter's
Were
baby.
there two or
There was
three?
2, I think.
Two?
I think there were 2. It was pretty early on.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like they just weren't meant to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just weren't meant to be. Is she still trying to have another?
No, she wasn't even then. It just happened, and it was very
Happened.
traumatic. And I just wondered if they were something
Yeah,
that was
I
still.
feel
Yeah.
like there would have been too many problems and it was meant to be this way. That's sad though. It's very sad and hard to go through. But William's taking care of everything. You have nothing to worry about. He took care of
So I
everything
think I'll
at
still be
home.
around for a while.
Yeah, you're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. Well, thank God you feel well. And you had cancer 3 times?
Yeah, I had it in my thyroid, then I had it in my colon, and then it metastasized to my lung, and that was 2.5 years. And I
Amazing.
asked the doctor, when do you expect it to show up again? He goes, we've passed that time already.
Yeah.
So we don't know why.
Now you're okay.
So,
Thank God. I'm so happy for you. Thank you so much for being a part of our show.
oh, I'm so happy you guys picked up the phone. I had a feeling you might, so I was excited.
Oh, that's great that you had a gut feeling and Tony heard your energy. It's all
You did.
Tony's
Thank you,
fault.
Tony.
Yeah, thanks, Tony. It's all Tony's fault if you don't get chosen.
Blame it on me.
Okay,
You see
Denise,
me, go
God
watch
bless
out.
you. God
Thanks,
bless you.
Char.
Be well.
Take care.
Thanks, you too.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. You too. Bye-bye.
I apologize because I think there's a delay tonight, so I'm talking on top of people and I don't mean to. So,
It's okay. We can understand it.
yeah.
And that was two very sweet ladies you've had in a row, by the way.
Really, really lovely people. But I remember Denise, and don't you remember?
Yeah, I
we
do.
said
I do
her-
remember her. Yes.
And but she had cancer 3 times and she survived.
That's amazing.
I mean, that's a miracle. You guys talking about miracles when we talk about miracles, that's a miracle. Unbelievable.
Believe in miracles.
What a blessing. Okay, do we have time for another caller?
We do. We have time for one more.
Okay,
All right.
let's get another caller in.
All right. Drum roll, please. Let's see. How about 812? I think that's Indiana.
Is it?
I think so. Indiana, you're on the air.
Hello.
Hi, Char.
Hi.
Yes. I'm
How
calling from Indiana.
How great. What's your name?
Adrian.
Say that again.
Adrian?
Adrian.
Yes.
Nice to talk to you,
How
Adrian.
are you?
Pardon?
Yes.
How are you?
Great to talk to you.
Well, it's great to talk to you too. Where are you from originally?
From Holland, from the Netherlands.
Oh, from the Netherlands. How lovely. Were you there when I had my shows?
No, I left in 53.
Oh, okay. So
No.
okay, but
No.
well, it's nice to talk to you. Do you
Very,
get
very nice.
what signs do you get from your loved ones in the spirit world?
I get dragonflies. but I don't know who they're
Dragonflies, how
from.
great. Wow. And who is the dragonfly? Do you know?
I don't know.
Maybe it's your guardian angel, but I want to know if you have somebody who's a Hans or Jan. Or Johann, or Hans or Jan.
My father was a young.
Your father was a Jan. Okay.
Yes.
So his spirit watches over you,
Okay.
and he might be the dragonfly. Did I lose you?
Huh.
Oh no, there you are. Okay.
Yeah, I'm still here. I also, I,
Okay. I can't hear you. Sorry.
I have a brother that passed away about 3 years ago.
Okay. And
Is he around me?
I feel like he's with your father. You have the same father?
Yes.
Okay, so I feel like he's with you as well. Is there a B?
Okay.
I'm not sure of his name. Is there an R or B with his name?
My deceased husband's name is Ron.
Ron. Okay, I'm getting your husband. Your husband is with you and your brother and your father. And also your mom.
And my
Your mother.
father.
Yeah. I feel like they're all watching over you.
They watching over. I'm the
Yep.
only one left of the family.
Aw. Well, you're the only one left on the earth plane. But in your spiritual circle, you have all these people watching over you. And one day when it's your time to go there, you'll be there with them.
Well,
I want to know, I have a question. Do you have, well, I know Holland is known for tulips, but do you have
Yes.
plastic tulips or do you have tulips?
Yes.
Your mother, your family's showing me the tulips that you have. Are they plastic or real?
They're probably real because I don't have plastic tulips. Real.
Yeah. They're real tulips, yeah. Yeah, and also, have you had a little problem with your tooth or your mouth?
Not that I'm aware of. I was recently diagnosed with another brain tumor.
With a tumor?
Yes, and I had yes in my head.
And what did they say there? Did they put you on radiation or chemotherapy?
Well, I am 84 years old, Char.
So you're going to leave it alone.
I'm going to leave it alone.
Leave it alone. I get that.
Yes.
I get that, but I feel like
yeah.
I think you're going to live longer than you think or than they say. Do you ever do anything holistic?
Yes, all the time.
I feel like whatever you're doing holistic is going to be helpful to you
Okay.
and that you don't have to worry. Do you have a good friend who keeps an eye on you? Or family? Do you have family?
Family. Yeah, I have
A
daughters
daughter?
that keep an eye on me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like you're in good hands.
Okay.
And not that you're going anywhere soon, because I think you're going to live longer than you think, than they say.
Oh,
But
okay.
all these people are waiting for you. Your husband, your father, your brother, everyone. So you need to know that.
Okay.
It
Okay.
when one day when it's that time, it'll be a great celebration. Thank you
It'll
so
be a
much
great
for calling
celebration.
in.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you, Tony.
You're
Uh,
welcome.
you're very
Thank
welcome.
you.
God bless you. Be well.
God bless you.
Okay.
You too.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, so sweet.
That is sweet. Some
Well,
good peeps tonight.
we have great people. Thank you so much, Tony.
Thank
I want to
you.
thank everybody at home for watching Char Vision, and you can always watch the reruns and the repeats and binge watch if you get bored on my YouTube channel at Char Margolis. And I have a class coming this the 9th and 10th of October. I'm doing a 2-part class. If anyone's interested, you can go to char.net and you can text the text number or email us. There's a couple spaces left. So anyway, thank you everybody for calling in. Thank you everybody for watching. Thank you all my Patreon people. And remember that intuition will take you places logic never could. Bye-bye.